Hello, my name is Philip, your data analyst. Today I'll be giving you a detailed report about the career for data analyst. On the my dashboard here, you can see the report for data analyst, and this dashboard shows the total participants that took the data analyst exam, and also the total number of countries the people who took the exam came from. And also here we can see the proportion of switched careers, those who are currently in the data analyst field and those who have switched careers. And we have 53, 55% for those who did not switch career, and for those who switched career, we have 34% of um participants. So also we have the proportion of salary by gender. So based on gender, we have the male with the higher proportion. We have 50% or 73% rather, and the salary range is 50k. And we have 27% for the females with salary range for 18k. So we can see the males are dominating the um, salary benchmark here. Also, we have the top 10 average salary for data analysts. So we have them here and their roles based on their roles. So for constructions, some companies they pay higher, and also for defense they pay more. So based on these reports, we can see the roles that gives the at least the ISP, the top 10 roles that gives the ISP, and also on the work-life balance satisfaction level for roles. So we can denote that the tech um, will give a high work balance satisfaction, unlike others, and the lowest of them is others, which is not basically specified, but you can say automotive. And the data rules satisfaction level based on salaries gives us an insight over the data to know the roles that satisfy that the satisfaction level is high based on salary. So the role is the finance role. So data analyst in the finance role and the health sector with the tech role have better satisfaction level based on salaries. And the data difficulty level for the exam, that's the those entering into the field of data analyst, the based on the rules is we have some really difficult roles which are the finance, the healthcare, real estate, tech, others which are not really specified, and telecommunication. And also construction is also a little bit stiff, education and others also which are not stated. So we have them also till the data goes on and on. So from the first dashboard, we can see the um those insights, and also we have our slicer here. The slicer here denotes it's based on um the ethnicity. So if you want to have some, maybe let's check for Hispanic or Latinos. Once you click on it, our dashboard responds to the details about the Spanish and the Latinos. And if you want to check for the blacks, you check for the black also. So we have total number of participants for blacks is 101, and total countries that is representing the black nation is 24. We have 24 for that. So we can go to the next page and check for other insights. So yeah, over here we are seeing the ethnicity salary breakdown based on the rules. So the whites are the ones getting the higher pay based on their rules, and also And for data rules satisfaction level based on salaries, so we have the chart over here, which can help us give insight to the data rules that are having the highest satisfaction level based on the salaries they are being given. So we can filter this page also based on either male or female, that is gender, or the ethnicity based on ethnicity we've done before. Let's check for the black again. And also we can check for maybe if you see females in this regard. So let's switch this to males there. See this. Okay. Okay, that is all about the um dashboard and the analysis. Also, we also have a narrative here. Also, the narratives here gives us a little bit details about the data. So they said the top 20 rows all had count of male or female of 2, and across all 132 rows, count of males or females range from 1 to 2. White or Caucasians account for 52.72% of sum of salary. So we can go back to the previous page, and that should be all for my presentation.